I mean,
Yeah.
my dream, and we are playing a role in a lot of this already, is as follows. It's sort of like, if we agree that remote work is going to be a thing,
Yep.
and I think we can predict that this will even become more aggressive in organizations after this
Absolutely.
pandemic. Um,
Absolutely.
we have to look at ways to get faster and easier to onboard employees. And let's face it, if you're going to work from home, your home environment, you got a connection to the outside world through your internet provider. And then what else does the company provide you? Well, it's the machine, it's the device, it is where this work happens. I'm just trying to get a sense from you, again, on your patterns across your portfolio
Yeah.
and just to see, how do IT organizations sort of maintain the same level of device access for control for remote
Sure.
workforces?
Sure. I think it all stems back to having a great directory, because it's in the directory that all of the provisioning is allowed in terms of saying that, Greg can have access to this application, but not that application. And that and for this application, he's allowed to do this, but not that. I mean, all of those things, you need a great central directory in order to be able to bring people on board quickly, and it needs to be something that is easily managed, um, and one version of the truth, if you will, one
Mhm.
directory across the entire organization.
Absolutely. Obviously, JumpCloud knows a little bit about that.
I think
And
so. Yeah.
we are now in the process of teaching the world that the criticality of centralized access control is important. It can be
Yes.
secured, done it up in the cloud. Okay, foregone conclusion. All that's good. The new wave of, frankly, where we see and are building towards, think of the concepts of what a directory does is provide access control, but where does that happen? On devices. So these things are, Gary, I'm not sure if you're on a Windows machine or a Mac sitting in front of you today.
I'm
I
on a
happen to
Windows.
be you're on a Windows machine. I happen to be on a Mac.
Okay.
That's a good example of heterogeneity in the
Yep.
device sort of world. You chose Windows, I chose Mac.
Yep.
But in this case, this is exactly, you're doing work on that machine, and it should begin to dictate a lot of the posture of security of that user, both from the moment they enter it to, I think you said it perfectly, where the heck is that machine on Earth? And does its location start to influence resource access or other mechanisms of truly verifying who the user is?
Yeah.
And this is sort of how we see the future of things playing out. Again, a lot of this is in the platform, but we're very interested in make this more seamless.
No doubt. No doubt.
Just a
There's other
couple more.
things too. Like, I mean, it's not just identifying that the device is your device and you are who you say you are. It's also making sure that the device is clean. It has
Yep,
not been, it does not have any viruses on it that are going to get in the way once it connects to the network. Um, and that's really important. That's really important. So
absolutely.
having a system management, device management capability uh, prior even to beginning to authenticate the user is, I think, essential for managing this.
I totally agree. We have this sort of working philosophy: right user, right location, right security, and right resource access.
That's
And
exactly right.
when you put those things in a soup, it develops a posture score
Yep.
on all of those sort of ingredients. And if they check green, you're good to go. If not, if one of them is a little out of line, how do what does the rule need to do in order to either deny access or continue down a verification
Sure.
path?
And
So
having some workflow around that is easy, an easy way to manage that.
exactly,
Yep.
absolutely.
Yeah.
So a couple more things, and I'm going to let you get
Sure.
back to your day being sequestered as we all are.
Exactly.
No doubt, and
Exactly.
back to your family. I want to get a sense of your sort of views on, as companies are going through this, should they be investing in new sorts of services and apps in a time
Yeah.
when clearly finances are going to be
Sure.
scrutinized?